What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and in this video we're gonna be talking all the latest in regards to WWE 2K20, which, although it's a little bit far away from its release as it comes out later on this year, the coverage for it has already started. So in this video we're gonna catch up on everything so far. But before we get into it, obviously elbow drop it, you guys already know, and make sure to have those notifications turned on to not miss any of the uploads updating you guys on anything related to 2K20. So to start off in this roundup, let's discuss some of the latest information that has been circulating the internet. So just a couple of days ago, and although the game hasn't been confirmed just yet, it looks like WWE 2K is already working on the motion captures for the game, as we had Loki, a veteran in the business and current MLW star, ended up posting a very interesting video in his Instagram with the caption, "How office disputes are settled." And the interesting part about all of this is that you could clearly see him in the 2K motion capture attire getting recorded as he jumped from the top rope to an opponent laying down on a ladder bridge outside the ring. Now, of course, this is not the first time that 2K has hired independent wrestlers to do the motion captures for the game, and in recent years we gotten superstars like Jay Lethal, Austin Aries, Ricochet, TJP, and so on doing these motion captures. Now, we don't necessarily know when this was recorded, but of course the speculation is that it is for this year's game, and with him doing that double stomp from the top, Finn Balor style, gives us hope that we're gonna see much more new animations this year, and hopefully new OMG moments, signatures, and finishers, such as the one that we get to see him perform. And I just gotta say that Loki is amazing. I've been watching him for years now in the independent scene after he left WWE, and he is still one of the best aerial superstars out there. So it's gonna be interesting to see what we get from him. One last thing that I want to point out about all of this is that there could be some slight doubt whether or not this motion capture is from this year, simply because the superstar who's taking the move looks a bit like TJP, and it's questionable whether or not he was doing motion capture this year. Sticking with posts over on Instagram, Randy Orton ended up sharing something very interesting, which the community is of course speculating that it could be related to 2K20. So he posted this video of him looking like a true Viper getting recorded for something. Now there's different speculations in regards to this. Of course, it could be 2K20, maybe a hype promo or something, which could put Randy Orton on the front line of being a cover star for the game if this is related to that. But unfortunately, it could also mean for a bunch of other things. It could be for a WrestleMania hype video, it could be for a commercial, or maybe they're just doing it in order to take different renders for all of WWE advertisement and production that they do. What truly caught my attention though was his caption, as he indicated another day at the office. And I might be looking into it too much, but I do want to mention that low-key caption in his motion capture video also refers to office work, as it stated how office disputes are settled. So it might just be coincidence, or of course WWE Games is already giving us hints. And moving on to some more of the latest, so this year there's a high possibility that we could be getting a new ring announcer, or maybe even two. If you guys have been watching Monday Night Raw for over the last 2 months or so, then you know that JoJo hasn't been on television. We don't know the specific reason up to why, but she is still with the company, so that means that she could still be in WWE 2K20 even if they don't use her until the game comes out. The other possibility is of course that they could use someone else that is already ring announcer, and we know they got some good ones such as Greg Hamilton, who 100% does the best, phenomenal one, AJ Styles ring announcement. Nonetheless, he was asked on Twitter if his voice will be in 2K20, and he ended up stating the following: "I'm currently on my couch watching NXT, and I have no idea how that process even works. So even though it doesn't come out until October, I'm gonna go ahead and not hold my breath." So it's hard to come out with a conclusion in regards to all of this on whether or not he will be in it, because even though he is telling us that he doesn't even know, it could be a situation where he is not allowed to confirm something like that. I also want to point out the fact that last year he kinda hinted at the fact that he did work on some stuff for 2K, so ultimately it was up to them to put him in the game. Overall though, the possibility of it this year are certainly looking much more better than last last year, considering that if they want to keep the product as relevant as possible, then keeping the ring announcer updated is certainly important. And speaking about voiceovers, we know that right after the Royal Rumble weekend, Corey Graves ended up indicating that he was headed to the Performance Center to record multiple hours of commentary. It is expected that Saxon and Michael Cole are the ones to be joining him just like previous years. Unless, of course, this year they go with the route of having an announced team for SmackDown and an announced team for Monday Night Raw. Other confirmations pertaining to voiceovers is that AJ, who ended up playing Buzz in My Career, was also back at the 2K Game Studios a couple of weeks ago, recording his voiceovers for the next game, leaving us with other expectations that Buzz My Career is gonna get a second part in 2K20, which I'm all for it because that first storyline was absolutely great. Just hopefully this time around they make it a little bit longer. On to some other news. In a recap to one of our previous videos, we ended up discussing the favorites to actually be cover star this year. Now of course things are always subject to change, especially as we head closer into WrestleMania, where that is when usually things are definite of who's going to be the cover star. But nonetheless, the favorites that are in line to be the cover star for the game are Braun Strowman, The Undertaker, Seth Rollins, Ronda Rousey, Roman Reigns, and Becky Lynch, who is of course on that first place. And as long as WWE continue to book her with the momentum that she has right now, we might finally be seeing a female superstar grace the full cover of a WWE game. And the last piece of news that I got for you guys is pertaining to this year's release of WWE Superstars, which will more than likely not be part of 2K20. This list is of course going to be updated throughout the year, as we always get multiple releases, not just before WrestleMania but also after WrestleMania. So the following list of superstars, for the obvious reasons of being released from the WWE contract, are expected to be removed from WWE 2K20. So we have Y2J, Chris Jericho, who ended up signing a 3-year contract with AEW, Ty Dillinger, Hideo Itami, and Nick Miller, who were all granted their release from the WWE after they requested to leave the company. TJP was also announced to be released, and probably the biggest question mark right now is Dean Ambrose, as although he is still with the WWE, he revealed to not be re-signing his contract with the WWE once it expires right after WrestleMania. So that is all the latest that I got for you guys in this WWE 2K20 special roundup episode. As long as there is news, I will of course always keep you guys up to date throughout the week, and we'll be bringing you more roundups on the weekends to always keep you up to date. And don't forget that I also cover all the latest pro wrestling news and rumors, so if you enjoyed that as well besides the coverage for the video game, make sure to elbow drop that like button. Let's try to go for that 619 plus likes, and make sure to have those notifications turned on. I'll let you enjoy the rest of this match, and I'll see you on the next one. We on the road to 100,000 subscribers. I'm Macho T, dig it? Oh yeah.